Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well today. I am so excited to sit down in front of the camera again for you guys because I feel like it's been a while since we've done a sit down chatty kind of video. So that's what I want to bring you guys today. Obviously I really enjoy making the more vlog kind of content, but I do also enjoy, you know, sitting down, having a chat and talking through a few products with you guys. So over the past few weeks and months, I have been collecting a big bag of different products. Most of these are empty. There are a couple in here which I just did not enjoy and could not finish the product. But basically, before anything has gone into the bin, I want to show you guys, talk about if I would repurchase or not. So we're going to go through my empties and have a chat about them. Obviously, everything here is my own opinion and everybody gets on with different products very differently. So obviously we can have a chat in the comments if you would like about any of the products, whether it's worked well for you, not so well for you and things like that. So first up in this bag then, I'm literally just grabbing it out the bag. So this is the Wee Sherry by the Beauty Crop. Now I really enjoyed this. I do think that there was a couple of times that I looked quite shiny, especially towards the end of the day, but for keeping my makeup on, I really enjoyed this. I did get gifted this as a birthday present and there is literally not a drop left. So yeah, I've absolutely loved this stuff and I think I would repurchase it again, but the gift set that I had included all three of the Beauty Crop setting sprays. So I have moved on to one of the other ones. It's the blue one. I think I'm enjoying it ever so slightly than the Wee Sherry one, but either way, would I repurchase this? Absolutely I would. The next product is absolutely a staple of mine. I have repurchased these already, and this is the Dots for Spots. Now, one of my really early videos was a review of the Dots for Spots, and that just shows how long I have been using these. I don't think that I could live without them. Whenever I have a spot now, these are the one and only thing that I reach for. Absolutely swear by them. This was a 60 pack, but I do believe you can get 120 packs now as well. So yeah, absolutely swear by these and would not go for anything else. I love that they are clear coloured as well, or close to clear coloured, so that, you know, in passing you wouldn't necessarily notice if somebody was wearing a spot patch or not. I know some people like to use like the bright coloured star patches and go out about their day with them, and honestly I love that for anybody who is able to do that, but I would feel like everybody's looking at me and I think I would feel really conscious with like a bright purple star on my face or something. So I really like the understated simplicity of Dots for Spots, and I recommend these to so many people. And yeah, I've already repurchased and I'm sure I will continue to do so time and time again. Next up, she is battered, she is held together by tape. This is the Revolution Mega Bronzer and I had this in 02 Warm. It's actually technically not finished. You might be able to see some of the product still around the edge, but it was getting to a point where I just was not getting much on my brush each time. You can see there I've had to hold it together with sellotape. That is how long this bronzer has served me for, and I've loved the colour of it. I find it really easy to use, really easy to blend. So yeah, I have really enjoyed using this bronzer. I do think I would repurchase it again. Revolution's price points are really, really reasonable, but in I think it was a beauty advent calendar, I have a number 7 bronzer, so I have been using that just because it's something that I have in my makeup drawers, but I would purchase this again if I was looking for another bronzer. Okay, next up, I think I might speak about these two together. Obviously, these are Empty micellar water bottles. This one here is the micellar Garnier cleansing water, and this one is the micellar cleansing water from Primark. Now, the sticker is still on the Primark one to tell me that it was £2, which for 500ml, I think is a really, really good price. I still felt like I needed some moisturiser after using this because it did seem to dry my skin out ever so slightly, which I don't seem to have with the Garnier one. So the Garnier one is 700ml. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I imagine it to be quite a bit more than £2. So my favourite out of the two would be the Garnier one, but if you are looking for a more reasonable price point and spending a little bit less money, then I still think that there is absolutely nothing wrong with the Primark one. And you know, save your pennies and the pounds will look after themselves, so £2 is a brilliant price for that. I've just gone and grabbed the micellar water that I am using at the moment as my makeup remover, and this is the Garnier micellar cleansing water, but this is the vitamin C one, and I'm really, really enjoying that actually. I find it to be a little bit nicer on my skin. I don't know that moisturising is the right word, but I don't know, my skin feels fresher after using this, so I do enjoy that. The vitamin C is obviously doing really nice things for my skin, so I do think that out of the three, I would probably repurchase the vitamin C over any of the standard micellar waters. But you know, they're all brilliant and I don't think I could complain about any one of them. Next up, we have a hair care product. Now this is the Beauty Works 10-in-1 Miracle Spray. I had it as a little tester. I think it came again in a Christmas advent calendar kind of thing, and even though this bottle is tiny, it lasted me absolutely ages. Now, this being called Miracle Spray, I would absolutely agree with. This has done amazing things for my hair, whether I choose to blow dry it, style it, or let it air dry. This will be going on my hair after a shower every single time. I absolutely love this stuff. When I come out of the shower, my hair feels quite dry and frizzy and knotty, whereas this makes such a difference. And then when I'm brushing my hair after using this, the brush just glides through and you know, I'm not having to tug or anything like that. So I swear by this stuff, and I am working my way through the full-sized bottle, which I'm sure will take me a hot minute, but I'm absolutely loving this stuff. It does say on the front that it is a daily treatment. That is the only thing that I don't do. I don't use this daily. I only use this once I've come out of the shower. So, you know, anytime I'm in the shower every 2 days or so, this will be going into my hair. I feel like this next one is going to be controversial. This one is not actually a Empty product. This is a product that I am choosing to get rid of. This is the Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV Glow, and it does have SPF 50. I just found this really didn't sit nicely on my skin. I didn't think that the glow looked very nice. I found it clumpy and it made me look a little bit orange. I love the idea of a SPF glowy serum, but this just was not it for me. I don't know if I've not got the right skin type or the right skin tone, but I have tried this a few times and I just couldn't get on with it. It just looked really noticeable that I had product on my skin. And when it is, you know, a daily glow, moisturising kind of thing, I feel like this should be the most natural looking thing, a barely there feel and a barely there look as well. And that is just not what I experienced with this. So going from the highs of the micellar water, we are now going to the lows of the daily UV glow. So sorry Garnier, but this one just was not for me. Next up is a deodorant. Obviously I go through deodorant so much, but this was one of my first times using the Mitchum, and I think it's my new favourite. I think I would be going for a Mitchum deodorant every single time, and this specific one, Floral Citrus, I really enjoyed the scent of. So there's not really too much to say about deodorant. Obviously I get through them like nobody's business. I always seem to have about 1 million deodorants on the go around the house, but yeah, this is just one that I wanted to mention because I particularly liked this Floral Citrus scent. The next product is My Hair Matters Instant Refresh Dry Shampoo. Now I think I remember picking this up because it was on the same shelf as the Batiste dry shampoos and it was a much lower price point. Now I do love a bargain. I do love to spend a little bit less money where I can, but I do think that this dry shampoo is not where you should be cutting corners. I found that it was quite difficult to rub into my hair. I felt a little bit itchy throughout the day when I was using this, and I have since repurchased the Batiste dry shampoos again because I just did not feel like the lower price was worth it. I think for the differences that I noticed, the Batiste dry shampoo was still in a hell of a lot better, and then for the couple of pounds difference, that made it a lot more worth it to me. So I would not be repurchasing the My Hair Matters dry shampoo. Next up, if you have been around on my channel for a little while, then I'm sure you will have seen me rave about the Vichy Mineral 89 serum about 1 million times. I absolutely swear by this stuff. I always have the world's driest skin when I first come out of the shower, and this is what saves my skin every single time, and I just can't get enough of it. I have repurchased this more times than I could even remember. I have a larger version of this currently on the go, and when that runs out, absolutely I would repurchase it again. My skin seems to adore this stuff, so I would not be going without it anytime soon. Okay, the next product in here is an Empty again. This is a blusher. You might be able to see some of the colour just in the corners there, but I could barely get my brush into it, so that is why it is in this bag without being 100% finished, but it was basically there. So this is the Lacura brand. I think I'm saying this right. Now this is actually sold in Aldi's. This blusher is £2 or £3, which is incredible for a blusher. It has quite a nice shimmer to the blusher as well, so it's not matte. There is a nice shine to your cheeks when you use this as well. And because I've always felt like I've got particularly large cheeks, I have shied away from using any type of blusher for quite a while now. And one day I thought, you know what, I'm going to take this one from Aldi, because obviously only being a couple of pounds, it doesn't matter if I didn't like it and ended up not using it. But I have really enjoyed this, and I have since repurchased this, and it's on my face today. Although I am recording this towards the end of the day, I have been at work today, so I don't know how much of it is left for you guys to see, but yes, I have been using this still, and for the price point of £2 or £3, you absolutely cannot go wrong. Okay, so a product that I am getting rid of before finishing it is the Revolution Big Lash Reloaded Volume Mascara. So with this one, I actually feel like it is a fibre mascara. I could be wrong here, but I found with this mascara, I was getting bits of it in my eyes all the time, which was then obviously painful, and I was trying to get them out and it was a whole palaver, and I got to the point where it felt like that was happening on almost a daily basis. And so then I changed my mascara and it stopped happening, but it was this one that I was using. So yeah, even though it says extra long volume mascara, which I did like the look of the mascara, I just really did not enjoy having bits of it getting caught in my eyes so regularly, and you know, it was just being a pain. I constantly felt like I was going fishing in my own eyes to try and find bits of this mascara, which, yeah, it's just not it. You don't want it to be falling in your eyes, causing you pain. So I switched this pretty quickly. So the next item that I have finished is the Wonderful Brow by Rimmel. And this is a little brow spoolie to be able to brush through your brows with, and I had this in the lightest shade, I imagine, 001 light, and you would just, you know, brush through. I didn't find that this gave me much option to actually like shape my brows. It was just colouring in the hairs that were already there. So after this, I didn't repurchase it, because even though it was a nice colour and for my hair colour I feel like it really worked, this just was not what I was looking for in the end. So then that leads me perfectly onto the NYX Lift and Snatch. If you can see that there, if it's going to focus, there we go. So I have really enjoyed doing my eyebrows with this. I have it in the shade LAS03 Taupe, and it is like a little felt tip brush. So you have a lot more freedom and control into drawing in or drawing on your eyebrows that little bit more. I have really sparse eyebrow hairs, so that is why this one didn't really work for me, because I didn't have much for it to, you know, cling onto, to put the colour onto. Whereas with this one, I can fill in the gaps, shape my eyebrows a little bit more, and I just feel so much happier with how my eyebrows have been looking recently whilst using this. So this has been repurchased, and my eyebrows have been done with this product today as well. So I do think that this is becoming a staple for me, because I have tried some other eyebrow products while I was trying to refine this and repurchase this, and it's just not the same. I've tried some Primark ones. I can't think what else I've tried, but there's a couple of brands that I have tried for my new eyebrows. And then when I finally found this again, I think I actually got it on TikTok Shop, I was like, okay, I immediately need to repurchase this, because I've just not found anything that has compared. The next product empty is the Calvin Klein Into You perfume. I absolutely loved the scent of this. I was actually very sad to finish it. I don't even know how to describe what the scent is, but it's fresh, it's a little bit floral. I would also say it's a little bit fruity. But having said that, I've been collecting some of the empty items in this bag for a while now, and I think this was one of the first things to go in there. So I could be wrong remembering the scent of this, but I just know that I really enjoyed it and I liked this scent a lot. Okay, we have got to the last thing in my massive bag. And this is another setting spray. This is from Collection. So this setting spray has SPF 10, dewy finish, and prolongs makeup wear. This was in some kind of summer collection that Collection had released, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to still smell it. No, it doesn't have the scent anymore, but this literally smelt like holiday in a bottle. I loved it so much, again for the scent, but I also think that the finish and how well it made my makeup last was so good, and collection's not too expensive either. They're quite I would actually say very reasonable in their price points, and so yeah, when you mix those two together, a great product and a great price point, nobody can go wrong. So that is all of the products that I have recently finished. Let me know if you have enjoyed, not enjoyed anything that I have mentioned in this video. If there was anything that you would like me to test and try out in terms of products, then again, let me know down in the comments and I would be more than happy to give them a go and give you guys some feedback so that I can test them before you guys do, and then you guys can save your money if they're not worth the price. So that brings me to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you can give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys next time.